Hi guys, it's Barbara with My Redo. How are you today? Today is Tuesday, June 25th. I swear one of these days I'm going to be able to sit down and do this. But you have me in the car again, waiting to get out of the parking garage. So I'm here for my next update. Let's see, how did my week go? I think I'll do my stats towards the end this time. But how is it people don't know how to utilize, put your card here, move forward? Sorry. I think I have an attitude problem today. So anyway, my name's Barbara, and this is my channel for my weight loss journey. And how did things go this past week? This is week 29. And last week I came to you with a bit of a loss, and I've been having some issues with my blood pressure over the past 3 months, where it seems like it's getting higher and higher and higher. So last week I got put back on blood pressure meds. I'm really sad about that because I was so happy to have come off them. And in my whole history, if I lost weight and got under 200, I didn't need blood pressure meds. But if I was over 200, I did. Well, I'm under 200 and it's going up, and I just don't understand. So I don't know if I'm having some other issue. I asked the doctor's office, but my doctor, here's part of the problem, my doctor is out of town. And when I called to ask about what should I do about this blood pressure, they're like, oh, you need to come in and be seen by one of her affiliates. I said, no, I don't. I was on meds before. Just tell me which one and which dose to take. I don't need to come in for you to and pay $100 or whatever my copay is for you guys to put a cuff on me when I can put a cuff on home, tell you what it is, and you could just tell me. It makes no sense. So they decided what I should put in, and they told me the 2 meds, one of which was a water pill, like that's what I was on before. And I asked, should I really be getting put on a water pill? And this guy just, should I get put on a water pill when I have to be so careful about staying hydrated? That was really weird. I'll tell you that in a minute. And so they thought about it and only gave me the one. I said, okay, cool. Well, it didn't do anything. Nothing changed. So I called back the next day and said, I've taken 2 of those pills and nothing's changed. So they said, well, you're going to go on the hydrochloric thiazide, that water pill too. So now I'm constantly thirsty, guys, constantly thirsty. And I'm so busy, I don't think I'm getting in as enough water to account for what that's making me give up, to be honest with you. And I don't know how I'm going to. I told them, I said, how am I going to do that? It's hard enough to get your water in. And I think I do pretty good, except on days when I'm super busy and I'm just so too busy to grab my bottle. I keep it right there, and just some days I don't know. Anyway, so what I have for you for my stats includes a pretty good loss, because unbeknownst to me, I suppose I was retaining lots of water. Now, ever since surgery, I'm pretty sure I get my water in, drink enough water. I pee every day. I pee multiple times a day. So and it's not dark, and it doesn't have a strong odor. You know what I mean? Like, I know what to look for dehydration, and I seem to have decent urination going on. And so I did not believe that I was retaining water anymore. I thought, you know how at the beginning when you first lose weight on the pre-op diet, the first amount of weight you lose on anything you go on is usually you drop a bunch of water. And so I already thought I did my droppage of water. Well, I took this water pill, and the next morning I was down 3.5 pounds. And then I went down another couple pounds, and another pound. And so last week I came to you guys at 179, and today I come to you at 172.6. That's a 6.4 pound loss for this week. Now, granted, I've lost 6 pounds in a week before. I usually have that whoosh once a month, which I didn't have last month, but I guess I got it this one with the water pill. And I did see as low as a 172 even on Sunday, and then it went back up to 172.6 yesterday and stayed there today, which you know, I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't mind losing weight. We all know I don't mind losing weight at all. I don't, whatever. That's that's what we're aiming for here. However, I did not expect that much water to drop off. I mean, 3.5 pounds in one night, that's a lot of water to retain. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday I was the same weight as I was. I stayed the same. I didn't start dropping until after the water pill. Now, that's not uncommon, though. I could stay the same weight for a few days and then drop, and it has nothing to do with water pill. But I know losing 3.5 pounds overnight, that's water. And another 2 the next night, that's water. So, for some reason, I was retaining water. And I don't think I have a high sodium diet. Pretty sure I've been being good there. So we'll see how this goes. I have not checked my blood pressure yesterday or today. I'm trying not to do it every day. It sounds like if you do it too often, you could also raise it there, so you're stressed about it or whatever. So I don't want to do it every day. Over the weekend, it was down to, I don't know, did I tell you what it was last week? It was 168 over 116. And that's when they were like, we have to get you on something. So over the weekend, it got down into the 120s over the low 80s, and between 83 and 88, so low to mid, and in the 120s. So getting closer to normal, and we'll see. Hopefully I could get it down a little more, and hopefully if I lose this other amount of pounds I have to lose, maybe I'll get back to where I don't need it again. But who knows? Some people are on it for life, and I honestly thought I'd get rid of the blood pressure meds. I'm so unhappy about that. So anyway, what that means is since surgery, I have lost an even 69 pounds. And since my pre-op diet started, that's 77.4 pounds. I am almost down 80 pounds. That's quite a bit for me. I'm pleased and happy. I am the lowest I've been since I was pregnant with my son. And I think I said the same thing last week. Last time I was ever in the 170s was as I gained weight during pregnancy, and then never saw it again. So almost everybody in my life, I actually had that comment this week. You're going to have to stop losing weight or you're going to start looking sick. I'm like, I'm still sick. I'm still obese. I have to lose more. So, well, your face might get sunken. Well, I may have to deal with some wrinkles in my face to have a healthy body. It is what it is, right? I don't want to stay obese just to have a fuller face. I can't, no. You know, I don't understand that reasoning there. It's because, again, if people would understand, this is not about vanity. Yes, there's a sense of vanity. We all want to look good. We all want to, fit into nice clothing. But I didn't do this to have a pretty face or to be cute. Those are nice side effects of this. But I did this to try to fix my problem with my heart and my esophagus and not be diabetic and get rid of the high blood pressure, which, there's a bomb right there. But, so yeah, I've already had that comment, and I just, politely told her, no, I have to keep losing. But thank you for your concern. As far as percentage of excess weight lost, that means since the start of my pre-op diet, I have lost 63% of my excess weight. And I'm getting closer and closer to my goal. Really, it's so nice to be on the other side of the halfway mark. Usually, I don't know that I've ever gotten to the halfway amount of what I want to lose. Not in the last 20 years. Prior to that, yeah, but not in the last 20 years. So to be able to say I have less to lose than I've lost is wonderful. Because usually I've lost a lot less than I have yet to lose. And so having lost 77.4 means I only have 52.6 to lose. So I have less to lose than I have already lost. My average is now at 2.4 pounds per week. Little non-scale victories. Saturday I went to my friend's 25th anniversary party, and kind of dinner. Her mom threw her a surprise one, and my husband and I went. And for the first time in as long as I can remember, I was actually happy to wear a dress. Now, granted, looking at myself in the pictures, if you're connected with me on Instagram, I did post a picture. If you're not connected on Instagram and you would like to be, just put your IG name down in the comments and I'll come find you. But I did post there, and I look at it and I'm sort of mixed. I think I looked nice, but I also could see I'm still big. And there's conflicting feelings because years ago when I came into the 170s the first time, I cried and I didn't want to be that big. But now that I'm down into it, it's sort of a happy moment because it's an accomplishment because of where I'm coming. I'm going down now instead of going up. So, anyway, I know I still have a bunch of loose, but it was nice to be happy to wear a dress. It was nice to feel good. I got a lot of compliments on that dress at that party. Some people told me they really liked the dress, and then people who knew me bigger were so happy with how much I've lost, and they're telling me how great I'm doing, and it's nice to hear that, to be encouraged, you know. But then a bad thing happened, right? After everything was over, they cut the cake at the end and sent everybody home with the cake. So we brought the cake home, and of course I don't eat cake. You know, first of all, we're not supposed to. Second of all, I'm so used to not eating breads and cakes because I had the gastric band that, you know, anything like cake or bread would actually just stick there and then come out as foam, and I wasn't going to deal with that. So I never even tried to fit that back in my diet. The closest I would get is the hard, crunchy part of a crust on a piece of bread. You know, toast the bread and eat the crust. I could do that because it's almost like having a cracker. But no way would I eat the bready part. And I wouldn't do cakes or nothing. So I'm so used to not eating cakes. And now, knowing where we're at, I know better not to have cake. But I like frosting. And I made some cakes for my husband a couple weeks ago. You know, a couple different cakes, you know, 2 different weeks in a row. And I ate a little bit of the frosting because, you know, when you cook something, you need to taste it, right? And even as the days went by, I would have just a sliver of the frosting off of a piece he cut off the cake to eat. And I was fine. I didn't get affected by it. At least I don't remember. I mean, if I did, I would have posted it. You guys already know, and I don't remember. But I took some of this frosting, and I ended up dumping. And I was like, are you kidding me? It was just a little bit of frosting. And I know frosting is purely sugar, but the frosting I made was pure sugar. So I was really confused at that. But I had a hard dumping episode from that. I was not feeling good. I started out where I needed to lay down because I just felt awful and tired. And then as I laid down, I felt my stomach doing rumblies and weird stuff and cramping. And I was like, oh no. And then I ended up spending, I don't know, a good 20 minutes in the restroom dealing with what we deal with when we have to get rid of it, right? And no, I wasn't throwing up. So, note to self, don't eat that frosting anymore. You know, learning lessons as we go, right? But that was, I think, the only bad thing that happened to me this past week. This shirt I had done before on Instagram when I first bought it, I don't know what, a month or 2 ago. And bought it when it was just fitting, right? Because I wanted room in it. And now it's what I think is getting to be pretty loose, to where a little bit looser and it'll start to look frumpy. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta go get me some new shirts for work already. So in a way, it's like, I just bought these. And then in the other, I'm disappointed in myself for not having bought it in smaller sizes when I bought it. I should have bought multiple sizes because I really like these shirts, and now I'm bummed out that they probably don't have them anymore. So, oh well, bright side is that means I get to go get smaller clothes, right? I did put, and what fits me is weird. I have a pair of 18 skinny jeans that barely fit. I have a pair of 16 jeans that fit that same way, barely fit. And then I have a pair of 16W that are really loose, so I know the W's are gone. I have another pair of 16 that fits perfect. I had a large skirt that turned out to end up being too big, so got to give that away. So it's really weird. It depends on how long I've had the item, and not that it's worn out or been washed a lot. It's just they make them different now. I've come to notice and realize that what they called a number back then is not what they call that number now. So things just don't fit the same anymore. So I have no idea what my true size is. I think I'm around a 16. I have not tried any 14s yet in pants. I do know in the tops, I'm probably going to be going to a medium here soon because the larges like this are getting, I don't know, can you see that? Look how much extra there is here. So I think I'll be heading down to a medium in my tops and possibly down to between a 14, 16 in my, because the 16s are starting to loosen up a little, but they're not loose enough to go down a size. But I think it means I don't have to buy 18s anymore. Ever again. As long as I stick to plan. Because, we could all screw up really bad and end up back in those big clothes. But the minute they're too big on me, I'm getting rid of them. I have a pile. I just took a pile to Goodwill the other day. And I already have another pile because I started going through more clothes in my closet. As I try things on to see, can I wear this now? Some of them I've waited too long. And it's like, oh no, I missed it. I missed the window to wear that item. And I'm so disappointed. But it just means I can go get new clothes and feel happier because it'll be a smaller size. And I don't know about you, but when I get to buy a smaller size, I feel much better. So that's the gist of everything, guys. I have been really behind on my videos again. I've been caught up with school and work and overtime and stuff, so I'm trying to stay on top with everything, but I'm failing. So please bear with me. I will continue to do my best and comment where I can. I love you all, and I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the continuous support, and I hope I'm being supportive enough for you. Take care, all. Bye.